you think it's snow or fog?
Sir, I think today it's fog. It's not.
Fog is not snow. हाँ तो पता है इसका किस तरह generation? I have heard Taimur Saab just told me that you are probably one of the first candidates who is going to be interviewed मतलब in a couple of days. ठीक है? Otto von Bismarck.
Sir, Otto von Bismarck was the Chancellor of Germany
In
in sir 1800s.
do you know about Rani Lakshmi Bai?
Yes, sir. She was
Which place she was the queen of which place?
Sir Awadh.
बेगम हजरत महल और वो मुस्लिम वॉरियर है.
Oh, so sorry.
हजरत महल अवध की थी.
Okay, sir.
She was from झांसी.
Okay, sir. So sorry.
झांसी की रानी बड़ा मशहूर है.
What was the outcome of it?
Sir, the Afghan leaders they won, and East India Company was defeated in that war.
Quick question answer session. I will say year and tell me that which battle was fought in that year. 1191,
Sir, Battle of Tarin won.
92,
Battle of Tarin.
1526.
Sir, 1526. First Battle of Panipat.
In the history of Pakistan movement, we see that 3 existing provinces of Pakistan,
Yes.
that is Punjab, Balochistan, frontier.
My stance over this is that probably they were not facing the atrocities what the other parts of subcontinent was facing under East India Company.
Maybe you just did it without knowing it, doing it. But you need not make faces, right? Take your proper sleep.
Please, Walaikum Assalam, have a seat. Make yourself comfortable. How are you?
Alpine, sir.
It's quite a gloomy day outside
Yes.
because of fog, and you
Yeah.
are our environmental. You have one of the subjects which you took, and environmental sciences.
Yes, sir.
What do you think? What is the reason for this fog generation? What is the mechanism behind its genesis?
Sir, smog is a mixture of smoke and fog.
Today, do you think it's snow or fog?
Sir, I think today it's smog. It's fog. It's not.
Fog is not snow. हाँ तो पता है इसका किस तरह generation?
Sir, because of the agricultural residues when they are burnt, they contribute towards the formation of smog. And sir, besides that, the industrial, I would say, the activities, they are contributing to the production of smog. And besides that, sir, the motor vehicles, which are without the catalytic converters, they are responsible for generation of smog.
Are you aware of the famous fog of London in 1950s and late 80s? ये कुछ पढ़ा है उसके बारे में आपने? What was the reason for that?
Sir, industrialization.
Okay.
Because that was the wave which industrialized the societies, and as a result of that, it was for the first time then when they had to face such an outcome in terms of their environment.
You are a doctor of pharmacy also.
Yes, sir.
Can we ask few questions? That when did you do your graduation in pharmacy?
Sir, in 2023.
Let me ask a couple of questions because you're just a fresh graduate. You would be knowing it. No? This is what my presumption is.
Okay, sir.
What are barbiturates?
Sir, barbiturates are antidepressants.
Okay.
And sir, they act on slowing down of the CNS activity. They're mostly prescribed as an antidepressant and anxiolytics as well.
Now let's raise the bar.
Sir, barbiturates include phenobarbitols, amylobarbitols.
ठीक है बेटा. And what is lethal concoction?
Sir.
सुना है नाम कभी?
No, sir.
Lethal concoction.
I'm sorry, sir.
Chalo, I'll rephrase this question in another manner. What are the modes of execution which is kind of given by the state to a condemned prisoner presently prevalent in the world?
I'm sorry, sir.
You got my question? मैं यहाँ उसको repeat कर दूँ थोड़ा. आप सवाल तो समझ गई ना कि execution के कौन-कौन से तरीके इस वक्त जो है वो हैं in vogue in the world. For example, what is the mode of executing a condemned person in Pakistan?
Sir, death penalties.
Death penalty execution किस तरह होती है उसकी? क्या करते हैं death penalty में उसके साथ? How he is killed basically?
So, by hanging the...
By hanging. Na? So this is the mode of execution which is present in Pakistan, which is hanging. Hanging by neck till the death. इसका पूरा definition ये होता है.
Okay, sir.
So for example, what is the mode of execution in Iran?
So, mode of execution is lashes as well there because...
Lashes में तो कोई भी नहीं मरता मैडम.
अच्छा, mode of
Lashes में नहीं मरता. Lashes में मरने के लिए उसको कोई 2 लाख के करीब lashes लगाने पड़ेंगे. What is the mode of execution there?
So, mode of execution in Iran...
अच्छा, I have heard Taimur Saab just told me that you are probably one of the first candidates who is going to be interviewed मतलब in a couple of days. ठीक है?
Yes, sir.
तो आप बिल्कुल, this is why I am trying to test you on that level ना, ताकि आपको उधर पे वो interview आसान लगेगा. I see the way that we have started here, so you just don't get unnerved by it. This is the way they are also going to do it to you in next 48 hours or so. What is the mode of execution in Saudi Arabia?
Sir, death penalty.
वो तो death penalty पे
Hang,
नहीं है ना,
hanging the prisoner.
उधर hanging नहीं है. It's not hanging there.
So then I
But do you understand what decapitation is?
no sir.
Decapitation का लफ्ज़ नहीं सुना है कभी?
Haven't.
चलो भैया, I was actually leading to that question of lethal concoction ना. That is the mode of execution which is prevalent in United States of America.
Okay sir.
और उसमें बारबीक्यूज डालते हैं, इसलिए मैं ये पूछ रहा हूँ सवाल आपसे.
Okay sir.
उसमें फिनोबार्बिटॉन भी होता है और उसमें जो है वो तुरुत सीमर सीरम भी होता है, सोडियम पेंटाटॉल, एंड देयर इज अ थर्ड वन आल्सो. इट्स मिक्स्ड इन अ प्रॉपर प्रोपोर्शन एंड देन दे आर इंजेक्टेड दैट. दे फील दैट दिस इज द मोस्ट पीसफुल मोड ऑफ एग्जीक्यूटिंग अ पर्सन. उसको पता भी नहीं चलता है, वो बेहोश हो जाता है और मर जाता है. चले, लेट्स नाउ मूव टू समथिंग एल्स. इंटरनेशनल रिलेशंस.
Yes sir.
हु वाज ऑटो वॉन बिस्मार्क?
Sir Otto von Bismarck was the Chancellor of Germany
In
in sir 1800s. Before and sir
1800s is a full 100 years, my dear.
so I do not know the exact
Yeah,
period. but-
चले बताएं.
And sir, he worked for the unification of Germany, and he was the one who led the Franco-Prussian wars as well. And sir, his motive actually led to the ultra-nationalist sentiments in Germans.
Another very important character from the First World War, Archduke Francis Ferdinand.
Yes, sir. He was the heir of Austria-Hungary. I think it was
Austro-Hungarian Empire. Okay. Indo-Pak history.
yes.
1857.
Yes, sir.
We call it War of Independence. They call it
Mutiny.
mutiny. So can you name a very famous warriors and non-Muslim warriors who fought this war? Non-Muslims, not a Muslim warrior.
Mangal Pandey, who
What?
initiated it.
He initiated it. And where did he initiate it?
So it was in May 1857.
नहीं, जगह कौन सी थी? What was the venue?
The Meerut. Meerut was the place.
Meerut था. बैरकपुर था कि मेरठ था?
So I think it was Meerut.
अच्छा, okay. And then any other names?
Sir, I'm sorry.
Haven't you heard about Rani Lakshmi Bai?
Sir, all the states, they were fighting like
I'm only asking about the वही question, but you try to focus on the question. No,
Okay,
that will make your job easier there. No?
okay, sir.
I asked you that who were the famous non-Muslim warriors in 1857 War of Independence. आपने सिर्फ मंगल पांडे का नाम बताया. रानी लक्ष्मीबाई मैंने आपको बताया. So do you know about Rani Lakshmibai?
Yes, sir. She was
Which place she was the queen of which place?
Sir Awadh.
बेगम हजरत महल, और वो मुस्लिम वॉरियर है.
Oh, so sorry.
हजरत महल अवध की थी.
Okay, sir.
She was from झांसी.
Okay, sir. So sorry.
झांसी की रानी बड़ा मशहूर है. Sir, over to you.
Sir, thank you very much, sir. So, Amna, you're from Aptabad.
Yes.
First, tell me, what is the historical importance of your name?
Sir, Aptabad was founded by
Your name.
my name. Okay, sir. Sir, my name is of religious significance, and I was named after the name of Mother of Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, Hazrat Amna Razillah Ta'ala Anha. And so she was born in 549, and sir, she was
549 what?
80.
80.
Yes, sir. And she was from a Zohra tribe, and she died when Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam was 6 years old.
And where is she buried?
She is buried in Abwa.
All right. Okay. So, you're from Aptabad.
Yes.
Can you tell me about Major James Abbott and his love for Aptabad?
Yes, sir. So Major James Abbott was the first Deputy Commissioner of Aptabad, and he was a British military officer who was fighting the Second Sikh War, Anglo-Sikh War, which was fought in the province of Punjab. It used to be a consolidated province before partition of NWFP in 1901.
Which Anglo-One war it was?
Second Anglo.
Sangloor.
Sorry, Anglo-Sikh War it was. Second Anglo-Sikh War.
Okay, Anglo-Sikh war. Can you elaborate upon Anglo-Afghan War 1?
Sir, Anglo-Afghan War 1 was fought between Sher Ali and East India Company, and it was in the year 1839. And
Till?
sir, it was, I don't know when it ended. I'm not fully.
Okay, what was the outcome of it?
Sir, the Afghan leaders, they won, and East India Company was defeated in that war.
Okay, and what happened in Anglo-One War 2?
Sir, it was fought between Ahmed Sher Ali, son of Sher Ali, and East India Company, and it was.
What was the outcome?
Sir, East India Company won the war.
Won the war, are you sure?
Yes,
Did they win?
Yeah.
There was a massacre as well.
I'm not aware of that.
You're not aware of that? Okay. And the issue of Durand Line was settled in 1893 between Amir Abdurrahman Khan and Mortimer Durand.
Yes.
Then why there was another war, Anglo-One War in 1919?
Sir, because they wanted to keep USSR at the bay. It used to be a buffer state between Pakistan and USSR. Sorry, it used to be subcontinent before partition. And sir, they did not want them to interfere into their affairs in subcontinent.
There was something more to it. I'm talking about the Durand Line issue.
Yes, sir.
What was that? What was agreed upon in Treaty of 1919 of Rawalpindi, which was not agreed upon in 1893?
So they agreed upon making it a permanent boundary between a subcontinent and Afghanistan.
They actually made this border an international border under international law.
Okay.
Before it was not under national law. All right. Moving ahead, you had Indo-Pak history.
Yes, sir.
So let's have a quick question answer session. I will say year and tell me that which battle was fought in that year. 1191,
So Battle of Terrain 1,
92,
Battle of Terrain
1526.
So 1526, first Battle of
Who
Panipat.
was fighting who?
Sir, Babur was fighting Ibrahim Lodi in first.
Second battle of Panipat, when did it happen?
So it was between Hamu Bakar and Akbar, and it was fought in
Akbar was fighting.
1556.
Was Akbar fighting?
Um,
What was the age of Akbar at that time?
so he was 7 or 8 years old.
7 or 8
14.
or 14 or 13?
I'm not aware of that.
You're not aware of that? All right. What is black hole of Indian history, Amna?
So, to my knowledge, sir, it was a dungeon in which British prisoners were kept, and they all of them died overnight.
All of them? No, not all of them.
Most of them, bro.
Most of them. It was followed by which war or battle?
I'm sorry, sir.
Battle of Plassey.
Battle of.
Okay, Amna, what do you think? It was Battle of Plassey or Battle of Buxar which changed the later history of subcontinent?
So it was Battle of Buxar.
Because how so?
Treaty of Allahabad was signed after Battle of Buxar, and which gave Diwani rights to East India Company so that they could draw taxes and they could make whatever reforms they wanted to.
What was the act which was regulating this?
It was in the year. So I think it was Pitt India Act,
It was Regulation Act.
Regulation Act.
Which year it was?
I'm sorry, sir.
You do not know. Okay, you had psychology as well.
Yes, sir.
Can you tell me what is the difference between operant and classical conditioning?
So operant conditionings are the condition in which priming is used to regulate a behavior, and sir, classical conditioning are those in which the natural responses of the individuals are generated.
On what grounds Anna Freud differed from Sigmund Freud?
I'm sorry, sir.
You do not know that. Who was Carl Jung and what was he to Sigmund Freud?
I'm sorry.
You do not know. All right. So you had international relations as well.
Yes.
Tell me about the U2 incident.
So U2 incident was in 1960. It was a base of USSR in Peshawar, which was bombed by a base of USA in Peshawar, which was bombed by USSR.
Keep on speaking. I'm listening.
And so because at that time Pakistan was aligned with the Western world during Cold War era, and as a result of that, Pakistan was allowing them to build their bases here, intelligence based or other bases. And the soil of Pakistan was being used by them, USA, and USSR, it attacked the bases of USA in.
There is a famous operation in the war on terrorism which started it. That was Operation Enduring Freedom. Why what is named as Operation Enduring Freedom?
I'm sorry, sir.
You do not know.
No, sir.
What is the difference between America's war on terror and Pakistan's war on terror?
So America's war on terror was to defeat the terrorist factions which were operational in Afghanistan, and Pakistan's war on terror is the residual factions which are operational on the soil of Pakistan. Pakistan is trying to defeat all of them.
Okay. And for that, we have made a national action plan as well.
Yes, sir.
Why there was a need of national action plan and why was it brought into fore?
So it was in 2014 after APS attack, because we needed to strengthen NECTA and CTD activities in Pakistan. And besides that, we had to register the seminaries because it was believed that their curriculum is responsible for inculcating such sentiments into the students, into the disciples. And afterwards, so it was decided that their registration was made imperative. And besides
That's the security policy, Amna.
So National Security Policy 2002 is the first national security policy of Pakistan, and it is about it is citizen centric, and it is of the views that economic and security both policies are necessary for us.
Okay, all right. So, can you tell me about the inconvenient truths?
I'm sorry, sir.
Have you heard about it?
No, sir.
We haven't heard about it. If someone was to ask you as a student of environmental science, what would you say? What is an inconvenient truth?
Greenwash practices.
No, it was a documentary.
Okay, sir.
You haven't heard of it?
No, sir.
it is regarding climate change. And if you have not heard it, you must not know that who made it. You do not know, right?
Not aware of that.
It was Al Gore. All right. Last question from you. You're a doctor of pharmacy.
Yes, sir.
There is a nexus of doctors and the pharmaceutical companies, and which is not being broken, right? So, how to break this chain? Because they are bribed by the pharmaceutical companies, doctor, they prescribe the same salt on the higher prices. How to break this?
So we need to strengthen the role of DRAP, Drug Regulatory Authority of Pakistan, which is responsible for licensing and regulation of the drugs. And also it is responsible for eradicating.
How DRAB would regulate this?
So because they need to work upon, I would say that because drug inspectors, they are deployed in every district by DRAP.
But drug
They're-
inspectors are not deployed for asking some doctor not to prescribe some medicine.
So there must be some scrutiny and a balance that must be dispensed while prescribing the medicine.
I do not agree with your proposition that DRAP can do something. It has to do something else. And can you tell me something else about that?
I'm sorry, sir.
No, you cannot. Okay. What is the role of DRAP? What does it do?
So DRAP has basically four things to do. It is responsible for the registration of drugs. Secondly, it is
Okay, it is under which act?
so Drug Act
1967?
67. And
No, it is not 67.
forgot about that.
You forgot about that. You must know it. You're a pharmacist and you must know it. Okay, go ahead.
So second is provision of licenses to the drugs, and thirdly to monitor the costs of the drugs, and fourthly to monitor the quality of the drugs.
Very vague answers. Anyway, sir, please.
I'm asking about the role of this climate change in the international relations. Does it impact international relations?
So because it is a collective duty of all the countries to fight against the climate injustice and to provide the funding, I believe that this can strengthen the relationships among the countries if they all work together for the cause of bringing change in.
Quote some example within this subcontinent about the climate change, environmental situation in relation between the two countries. Blame game and everything.
So rivers are drying up between Pakistan and India, and they both must work together for that cause.
Then there is another issue also. Issue of smog.
Yes, sir.
Does it have any impact in the relations between India and Pakistan?
So they both are just projecting blames upon each other, that India is of the views that Pakistan must try to curb it, and Pakistan is of the views because India has a strong economy.
Okay, we'll go to this Pakistan movement. In the history of Pakistan movement, we see that three existing provinces of Pakistan,
Yes.
that is Punjab, Balochistan, Frontier, and even Sindh,
Yes, sir.
they were not very active in the early part of the Pakistan movement. What were the main reasons?
My stance over this is that probably they were not facing the atrocities what the other parts of subcontinent was facing under East India Company. And secondly, because the Pakistan movement was active mostly in the areas of, I would say, the active political leaders at that time who wanted to carve out Pakistan from subcontinent. They were based in Bombay, Lahore and such metro.
Why Bengal was more active? Can you name few movements in Bengal?
So Swadeshi movement, Charha movement.
What was White Rumal movement? Safed Rumal movement कहलाती है तारीख में.
Sir, I heard about Reshmi Rumal.
Reshmi Rumal, I'm sorry. Reshmi Rumal. Okay, what is that?
So Reshmi Rumal movement was started by Inayatullah Khan, and it was for the sake of ousting British rule from India, and they wanted to establish their own government. So it was initiated in 1932 and then it ended in around 1940, just 4 days before, I would say, the Lahore Resolution.
आप कुरान की कोई ऐसी आयत, ऐसी सूरा बताएंगे कि जिसका नाम एक खातून के नाम पे हो?
Surah Maryam.
Surah Maryam.
Yes, sir.
What is the context of Surah Maryam?
Uh,
General context उसके अंदर क्या है? क्या बताती है Surah Maryam?
so it is about Christianity, the beliefs of Christianity. And so because at the time when Hazrat Jafar went to, I'm relating.
It was quoted with a
Citing.
ठीक है. What is the difference between ijtihad and ijma?
So ijma is consensus and it falls under ijtihad. Ijtihad means when we are bringing all four schools of thought, four Aima Arba, and we are drawing lessons from all four of them in order to avoid getting into the sectarianism, it is achieved. And so consensus is when theologians and scholars, they sit together and they have a mutual consensus over something. It is termed as.
What is fiqh?
So fiqh is Islamic law.
Islamic law.
Yes, sir.
But there are number of fiqhs in Islam. So Islamic law differ in every fiqh.
I'm sorry, sir. Not aware of that.
Who was Imam Abu Hanifa?
So Imam Abu Hanifa was one of the four Imams. And
Can you tell me other Imams also?
Sir, Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal, Imam Shafi, Imam Malik, and Imam Abu Hanifa.
Imam Malik. You know, can you name certain countries where Malikis basically Imam Malik के जो followers हैं वो सबसे ज़्यादा हैं and they follow the same fiqh?
So I believe in Iraq, Basra.
They are basically in Morocco.
Okay, sir.
Morocco में सबसे ज़्यादा है. OCD का क्या relationship है between OCD and intrusive thoughts?
OCD, obsessive compulsive.
Compulsive disorder and intrusive thoughts.
Sir, intrusive thoughts, I'm not aware of intrusive thoughts, but I know about obsessive compulsive disorder. Sir, when we are having an urge to do something over and over again in order to.
इसकी basic cause क्या है?
So psychological illness it is, but I'm not.
Okay. In Pakistan history, there are two names, Sayyid Ahmad and Sayyid Ahmad Shaheed.
Yes, sir.
Sayyid Ahmad Khan and Sayyid Ahmad Shaheed. Who are these two personalities?
Sir, Sayyid Ahmad Shaheed, he was the one who waged jihad movement. He was born in 1867 and he initially joined the army of Tonk under Amir Khan, and later he had to quit on it because he made.
What were the reasons of his defeat in which portion of Pakistan he was defeated by Sikhs?
So he was defeated in Balakot. And sir, the reasons of his defeat were the misinterpretation of Wahhabism, I would say, because he went to Mecca during the early part of his life. And sir, second reason was that he was because of the treachery of the local leaders. And sir, thirdly, I would say it was the misinterpretation of his idea of jihad. And sir, the locals were not supporting him basically. And sir, there was another reason as well, that he changed his plan on the movement. And it is said that you cannot plan in the battlefield. Planning is not to be something to be made in the battlefield. So
Amna, the formal interview is now complete. Now let me make few suggestions about your performance. पहले तो ये है कि as far as your personality is concerned and your dress code is concerned, you score 10 out of 10.
okay, sir.
Your expression is extremely clear. You speak English as if it is just like your mother tongue. So those are very, very positive things.
Okay, sir.
But on the negative side, you miss some very, very basic questions, which I was not at least expecting. Taimur साहब के बड़े basic questions के आपने जवाब नहीं दिए. तो अब since you have got a very limited time now, just few hours left in your final years, so don't take it to your heart the negative points. The positive you do. Another thing which I would recommend very, very strongly, सिर्फ एक change कर लो अपने dress code में, दुपट्टा white कर लो. Then you will be reflecting the colors of the flag of the nation.
Okay, sir.
So that would be a very good impression of you take. आपकी वैसे personality अच्छी है, आपके लिए कोई issue नहीं है और इंशाल्लाह you will get through. That I'm pretty confident. लेकिन थोड़ा सा आप जो last reading होती है ना, the questions which you missed.
Okay.
Because I feel and fear most of the questions will be asked from that bunch of the quantum of the questions which we have asked you.
Okay.
Because I have got the experience of FPSC, the आपका जो है PPSC का बड़ा wide experience है.
Yes, sir.
We can understand what line of questions you would be facing there. So you would like to add something? You sleep deprived? Take good sleep before you go to your interview.
Okay, sir.
And when sir was asking question, when the interview prolonged, you just made a face. I mean, the others were watching you. They were looking at your face. Do not do that.
Okay, sir.
Maybe you just did it without knowing it, doing it. But you need not make faces, right? Take a proper sleep and rest. The knowledge, the no limit to knowledge. There is no limit to knowledge, but everything as sir said, can overconquer.
अभी दिल पर कोई बात नहीं है, अपना relax करें और
We have on Monday the DA, inshallah,
Inshallah.
right? Go and
good luck. Wish you good luck. Thank you.